Well, after almost 9 months of isolation, training and preparation, it's all finally paid off. 2 cosmonauts have stepped out onto the red planet for the first time. Now, Mars.flv may be a simulated mission, but the planet's surface recreated here in the Moscow region. But the spacewalk is monitored by Russia's real mission control. We can now cross to our correspondent, Yegor Kriskonov, who's there live for us. And hello to you, Yegor. So, months of isolated endurance, what must have been an excruciating psychological journey, now coming to an end. Tell me, is this the moment that the crew has been waiting for?
Well, I presume so, because Italy's Diego Urbina and Russia's Alexander Smolyevsky became the first people, the first men to walk on the Martian surface. And even though it is a simulation, this is quite an important experiment for space travel, and this has been backed by both the European and the Russian Space Agency. They've now reached, and they're reaching the middle of this experiment, which has already lasted for over 200 days. The 6 volunteers who are locked inside the experimental module in Moscow, which simulates the spaceship and the Martian surface, they've already spent all these months simulating the flight to the red planet. Just previously they were separated into 2 groups. One stayed behind on board of the part of the facility which simulates the mothership, and 3 people, which included a Chinese, a Russian and an Italian volunteer, they went into the part of the module which simulates the Martian surface itself, and it's planned that they will spend around a month there. Now, not very complicated tasks were planned for the first Martian walk, and they include the planting of the flags and taking samples of the surface of Mars and measuring its magnetic fields. But 2 more are planned, and after that part of the experiment is done, in around a month, they will be reunited with the rest of the gang and will begin their simulated journey back home.
Now, Yegor, we're looking at the latest pictures here on RT, but there's a lot of excitement surrounding this mission, isn't there? The cosmonauts, though they're still here on Earth. Talk to me, what's so significant about that?
Well, there's a lot of excitement and attention internationally to this experiment because before a real space flight to the red planet is possible, and this is according to all the scientists in both Russia and Europe and in the United States, lots and lots of experiments and tests have to be conducted. This is an international experiment, and it's a major psychological test to see how do people live together and work together, most importantly, in a closed, isolated, simulated environment. They have to go through various tests and experiments. They have to live in simulation in general, including emergency situations which may be possible during a real flight. No TV, no internet, even communication with mission control is quite limited, and the messages come with a delay, simulating the time it takes for messages to reach Mars from Earth. So this is really an important experiment psychologically, and even though this is the middle of the experiment, the volunteers have already spent over 200 days isolated, locked inside in this module. They still have to spend 200 more days to simulate this journey back, so perhaps this will be the most difficult part psychologically for them.
Certainly possible, Yegor. You're saying that the hardest part could yet be to come. It's fascinating, but certainly a grueling long-term experiment there, this simulation, this Mars simulation. RT's Yegor Kriskonov, thank you.